Hello, welcome to lecture 2, Introduction to Learning Environment. In this video, I will explain what operating systems we will be using throughout this course. Please make a note, this is not a full-fledged training on these operating systems, but everyone should keep in mind these operating systems will be used in this complete training series. So here you see I'm using a VMware workstation where I deployed Windows Server 2019 and a Linux distribution, which is a, GNU based distribution, Parrot Linux. If you see the tab 1, which shows the Windows Server 2019, for this I have assigned memory of 4 GB processor, 2 processor cores, and the hard disk storage 700 GB I have assigned. For Parrot Linux, I have created it with 2 GB of memory. Number of cores assigned is 1, or the processor is 1 as per the workstation terms, and then the storage is the same, 700 GB is assigned. So both operating systems we will be using for the deployment of IBM Installation Manager, which helps in getting trained for the IBM WebSphere application server and other products which depend on this IBM Installation Manager tool. So let's power on this both operating systems. Power on this virtual machine in Windows Server 2019 and in Parrot Linux, power on this virtual machine. So both the operating systems will boot up now. So we are in Windows Server 2019. In this, I have created 2 users, one for the WebSphere application server administration. In short, we call it as WAS admin, and the other one is an administrator, the same as equal to the Active Directory administrator. In Linux environment also, we have WebSphere application server admin, same as in the Windows operating system. But the root privilege will be different for this user, but the sudo privilege will be given to this generic user. So we will see how these permissions are given to these users in further videos. So let's just log on to this Linux environment and see the graphical user interface of the Linux environment. At the same way on Windows Server 2019. So you can see this Windows Server 2019 is a data center evaluation edition and the license is valid for 180 days. But the Linux distro, this is a free open source Linux distribution. You can use it for both the commercial and non-commercial purpose. Majorly, the security team use this distro for the penetration testing, or if they have to develop some kind of security programs or network security related analysis, forensic analysis and all, they will be using this Linux distribution. This is a common Linux distribution, so no prior experience needed to use this Linux operating system. You can be a novice. You can just simply download this operating system. You can deploy it in the virtualization software on your workstation and use it. The same way Windows Server 2019, you can download the evaluation edition from the Microsoft portal and you can start using it, and after 180 days you can renew the license for another 180 days and further for 180 days. So here if you see, these both operating systems are using the graphical user interface. The reason why I have chosen the graphical user interface for both the operating systems is, as a learner, you might not be having a prior experience with the Linux, or you might be using some other Linux distribution, or you might be working on a Unix platform or some other distributions. So you might not have the experience working with the command mode or the terminal mode. For the learner simplicity and learner quick grasping technique perspective, I'm using both operating systems with the graphical user interface. So let's further get into the other training videos and see how we can use these operating systems. Thank you.